What's up, YouTube? Once again, this is GB Gregory Burns coming to you. I just had gastric sleeve surgery, and I had the surgery on April the 4th, 2014. Today is April the 8th, 2014. So I'm 4 days post-op, and want to give you an update of how it went, what took place, and so forth. When I started this process, I was 337 pounds. Day of surgery, I was 325. And this morning, I weighed in at 315. So that's where I am. So right now, I guess that's a loss of maybe like 17. No, that's a loss of, I'm doing the math. If I was 37, so that's 27, 17, 22 pounds. I promise I have a college degree. I had to add for a second. But anyway, so I've lost 22 pounds so far. So I'm going to tell you some of the things that I didn't expect when I went in there. So my surgery was at 6:15 that Friday morning. Me and my wife, we drove to the hospital. We got there, we registered in. They called us back. When I got to the back, they told me, take my clothes off and put on the hospital gown. When I got there, they were asking me some of the same questions I've already done in pre-op questioning. And then I had to take a shot in my stomach to kind of, I don't know what it was for, but they gave me a shot in my stomach. And also, they put the IV in my arm, and it was like something like a Gatorade material to make sure that I'm not dehydrated prior. I had to go, I couldn't eat anything for 24 hours. So that was another thing. So it really wasn't that bad. I wasn't that hungry at the time. I was more excited than anything else. So then they took me downstairs. And they gave it what I call the do it fluid. The fluid that, kind of makes you feel good and so forth. So then my doctor came and talked to me and so forth. And I met my anesthesiologist. And then some of my nurses and so forth. So they took me on in. That's when my wife left out. She was in the lobby, and my doctor said that he would be out communicating with her to let her know. So they took me into the operating room. When I got in there, it was some people, they were talking to me and so forth. Then asked me if I was ready, told me to take 5 breaths, and then they were going to put me under. So I did that, and I was out. When I woke up, this is what no one told me on YouTube. When I woke up, I was in a whole lot of pain. That shit hurts. I'm not trying to scare anybody. That shit hurts. Okay, so I woke up and I was like, oh God, I need something. Give me some kind of meds right now. But what it was is that they inflate your stomach, so they can put the camera inside of your stomach so they can see everything. Where all of the gas doesn't leave. So it was a bunch of gas. And so they were giving me pain, but they was asking me what it was. And I didn't know if it was the cuts from my stomach. I didn't know if it was the gas. I just knew I was in pain. So anyway, they told me that there's nothing else they could do. They gave me as much meds as they could, and they did give me some pain medicine and so forth. So I'm tossing and turning. I was there in recovery very briefly, probably like 20 minutes, if that. And then I went up to my room. Went to my room where my wife was, and I was in and out of consciousness for a while. Was in and out, in a lot of pain. They made me get up and walk. And so I did that, kind of weak. And then, as time came and the pressure became more and more. So it was not necessarily, I realized it was not the pain from the surgery. It was the gas that was inside of me. I took gas strips. I had that in there. That shit did not help. So, it was just a pain. But they say no pain, no gain, right? So, did a lot of pain. I was irritated or whatever. So I stayed at the hospital until they let me go around 7 o'clock that afternoon. I was okay then, though. I was feeling a little bit better. My stomach was hurting a lot, but it was more soreness than just pain at that point. So I couldn't hardly walk. I got home. My family was here, so I talked to them for a second. I got into bed, and once again, the rest of the night, I was kind of in and out, and so forth. So the next, but every day got a little bit better. The first day was the worst. So I mean, you can handle the pain. It's not that bad, but it was bad at first. No, the first day it's gonna hurt, but then after that, it's tolerable. So I was in the bed for the majority of the day. After that, I kind of started moving around and make sure I got up, make sure I wasn't having blood clots forming and so forth. So today was the first day that I got up and I did a little exercise. I went to the gym and I just walked a mile. Then I went in my neighborhood and walked a little. I feel great right now. My stomach's a little sore, but I just feel like I was in the gym and I did a bunch of sit-ups, and I had not worked out in a while. And you know how that feels if you worked out before. So it really wasn't that bad. So it's cool. So it's cool. Like I said, I've lost whatever amount of pounds I said before. I'm 315 pounds now. My goal, I think I said something different in my last video, but my goal is I want to be 215. I'm going to take it to a whole nother level. I want the 6-pack. I want the sexiness, and that's what I'm going to get. And I'm going to go as hard as I possibly can to make sure I get it. So would I do it again? Yes. Do it after the first day? I was like, hell no. Why would I do that? Why did I do this to myself? But I would do it again if I had to. But the thing is that I would tell you is that the first 2 days you're not hungry because you just got a surgery. But then your appetite is coming back. You just can't eat as much. And so during this time, I'm on chicken broth, clear liquids, and stuff like that, which is really hard. I went a little further. I had a little mashed potatoes already. I'm hungry. But I put it in my daughter's little baby cup. I only had a couple spoonfuls of that, so I can't hold that much. So you do feel it like it's a very uncomfortable feeling if you eat too much. So I put it in, and your body's gonna tell you when to stop. So that's my experience so far. So now I'm at 100 pounds to where I want to be, and my goal is to hit this 100 pounds before 2015 hits me. I'm gonna try. Let's see if this happens. That's primarily it. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. My doctor was Dr. Johnson. I went to Atlanta Bariatrics. I would recommend them. They were in and out very quickly, answered all of my questions and so forth. But that's primarily it. YouTube. You have any questions? You can email me or add comments on it and so forth, and we'll go from there. Like I said, I do recommend it. I feel my life is changing. I'm glad I did it. I'm getting my energy level back and so forth. So it's cool. So I'll probably do another video in probably 2 weeks or something like that. And so you'll see how I'm going. So other than that, be good, YouTube. Holla at you.